Hey everybody, Coach Ken here. I want to talk to you a little bit about the squat. So what we're going to do today is discuss when, how. We're going to start with just the basic stuff. So the squat is one of those exercises that's going to work a combination of muscles around the knee joint, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. And it allows you to stabilize the knee. It allows you to stabilize the core. And it's an important exercise to have in your repertoire if for only this reason and this reason alone. If you want to be able to get up off of a toilet by yourself as you age, you better do squats. Now, tons of people in my groups have problems with their knees, hips, and things like that. They've been told not to do squats, stay away from them. Fair enough. There are lots of different ways to work a squat so that we can make you successful, and I'm going to go over some of those things today for you. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to break down the most basic squat. I'm just going to move my camera for you so you can see my feet a little bit better. Got my pants with the white stripe on here so you can see my legs. We're going to start with our feet parallel, shoulder width apart. And then what we're going to do is have our feet on the same plane as one another. What I mean by that, have your feet on the same plane as one another. And what we're going to do is we are going to keep our knees over our toes, like that, as we bend the knee. And then we're going to just perform the squatting motion, sticking your butt out, and this is key. Pretend you are at a gas station and you have to take a dump and you don't want to sit on the toilet. So what you're going to do is kind of sit back, get those hips out over the toilet, and then stand up. Now, if you look at my heels, you see I'm getting down maybe a little bit shy of 90 degrees, which if you look into, people who are more flexible and maybe not as old as me, they'll get their hips or their thighs level with the ground. All right. And if you can't do that because you have a short heel cord, you just don't have the range of motion, putting a plate or a wedge under your feet can make that a little bit easier for you to do that. So that's one of the tricks. So the next thing we need to talk about when we're talking about squats is we need to talk about some variations. A lot of people will have pain in their knees when they're doing a squat. So one of the tricks I like to show people is the toe roll. So if you roll your toes upward, can you see what I'm doing there? Right there, toe roll. See the toes rolling? So if you do your toe roll while you squat, you'll put more pressure on the back portion of your legs and the heels, and there'll be less pressure on the patellar tendon, which takes that pain away. And that may make it easier for you to do a squat. Okay. Now, some other things and reasons why you might want to do your squat. I have a very bad back. And one of the things that works to help me maintain a good functioning spine is the sumo squat. So the sumo squat, what we do is we spread our feet wide because we want to open up the hips. We're going to keep our back straight, and we're still going to do the squatting motion, but we're going to keep our shoulders over our pelvis as much as we can as we do that nice squatting motion. Now, that's also going to add the benefit of working your inner thighs, but you're still working your quads. And as you're coming down, you're getting a nice stretch here in your thighs, which is going to help open up your hips, give you a little bit more flexibility, and help you maintain a better balanced musculature so that you can function better. Now, after you do your squat, you want to make sure that you're stretching out properly. So this is maybe one of the more important ones. This is called a QL stretch, or I like to use figure 4 because it makes sense. All we're going to do is we're going to put our heel up on top of our knee, and we want to try and get it as far to the outside and still be on your knee as possible. Push the knee down on this side with this hand, and then reach up or down or over, because what you're trying to do is stretch out this glute area. And then we're going to do the other side. You can always move it around to find the right spot that feels where you want to be stretching. Then we're going to do a toe touch. We can either do legs extended, reach towards your toes, or if you want, stand up, bend over, reach towards your toes. And then we have to make sure that we're getting our quads. So grab your foot behind your back, keep your thighs, again, on that same plane. Keep your back straight. Give each stretch a good couple of breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Let everything relax properly so that you get a very effective and good stretch. And then when you're choosing how hard to work, you want to pick the number of reps that you're going to do. And if you're first starting out, just squat until you start to feel your legs feel a little warm. That's fine. Stop, do your stretches. If you've been doing this a while, then put some weights in your hands and hold on to those weights until your body starts to feel the weight and you're getting tired. A good rule of thumb is no more than 15. If you're trying to get stronger and tree trunk thighs like mine, then what you want to do is probably sets of 4 reps or 10 reps. And you're going to go with a little bit heavier weight with each one of those. There are other ways for you to add weight with a squat. So we grab dumbbells here, but you could also use rubber bands. Oh, here's one. So take a rubber band. You're going to stand on the rubber band with one on each foot. Bring these up here. And then you're doing your squat like that. That gives you some added resistance. Or you could take the bar, put your rubber bands across here, strap that on your shoulders, and then you've got it like a squat rack or a squat bar. Or the other options you have are, if you don't have weights, a good trick is to do a pulse. So you're squatting, pulsing up, squatting, pulsing up, make it harder, do a progressive. 1, 2, 3, and up. So each one gets a little bit harder, so you're keeping tension on the thighs, making everything work a little bit more challenging. So there you go. If you have any questions, comment below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And by all means, we'd really appreciate it if you share. We fit your goals, we fit your needs, we'll fit you. See you later.